Hi loves, today we're going to do foot care. Our feet are really important to our body's health and to the way that we feel and how much fun we have in life. I think everybody has had that feeling of your feet being tired, and that means your whole body feels tired. And if your feet hurt, it feels like every step you take sends that hurt throughout your body. Your feet are a really important organ for keeping your body healthy, and tightness in your left foot may be the source of pain on the right side of your neck. And you may be able to solve your knee problem by massaging your feet. So let's take care of our feet and take care of our body from head to toe by doing it. As we start, you may want to have some oil or a light lotion handy and a towel for wiping your feet later. You'll also want to make sure you start with clean feet. And choose the foot to start with that is the foot you think needs the most attention. We're going to start by taking a little tiny amount of lotion or oil. Not much. I don't want to make my feet slippery. And I'm going to warm that oil between my hands. And if you're not using oil or lotion, just warm your hands. Now take your feet between your two hands and just settle into your body. Use this as a way to bring yourself into this moment. And for the next few minutes, try to just focus on taking care of you. You don't need to think any other thoughts. Let your breathing be smooth and easy and calm. It's very important that we be very calm and caring and kind when we're working on our own body. Now, we're going to start by waking up our feet's ability to feel. They're a very important sensory organ, and we're going to make gentle rubbing motions in circles around the sole of our foot. And you want to try to hit every area on the foot, the tips of the toes, the outside, the inside of the arch. And we're going to reverse that direction. Doesn't matter which direction you start or finish. Just do both directions. Keep your breathing nice and smooth and easy. Give your foot one more nice rub. And then we're going to start warming up our ankle, and we're just going to point our foot and flex our foot, really focusing on the movement at the ankle. Your ability to flex your foot is very important, so you want to work on that ability to flex throughout your life. It matters to your ability to move around well and not fall over. Now you can relax your foot. And you know, when you're relaxing your foot, it's always nice to just start at the shin, brush over the ankle and out the toes. Nice brushing motion. Your brain really likes that sensation. All right, we're going to move into our dancer's point and flex. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to point or extend through the ball of our foot and then point or extend our toes and then flex the toes and flex the foot. So extend through the ball of the foot, extend through the tips of the toes, flex the toes, flex the foot. Extend, extend, flex, flex. Let's do a few more. Extend, extend, flex, flex. You might feel a little adjusting going on inside your body. That's perfectly normal, as long as it's not painful. Take one more. If there's anything that we do that causes pain, don't do that. This will be our last one. You can relax your foot in neutral and brush across the top of your foot. And from here, we're going to go to ankle rotations. Again, doesn't matter which direction you begin. What matters is that the rotation is smooth and even, no jumps, no skips. Try to hit every spot in your ankle. You'll probably notice that one direction is much easier to do than the other. That's normal. It's all about how the ankle fits into the leg. Just work as much as you can around that circle, that part of the circle. Now let's reverse directions. Nice and smooth. You'll notice that there's a lot of activity in your calf. That's a good thing. And with this last one, you can rest in neutral and brush across the top of your foot. Now, we're going to take our opposite hand as foot and interlace our fingers and our toes. This may be tricky for some folks, especially if you don't have long toes, have fairly long toes. You might need a little more lotion to do this. If you have really short toes, you might need to get your feet in some warm water and use some soap and explore this. But you want to get your fingers all the way down to the roots of your toes, if you can. And we're going to just stabilize our ankle with our other hand and just flex our toes and point them. We're just introducing this idea. For some folks, just having your fingers between your toes will be a new enough idea. You won't need any more interesting ideas. Now that we've warmed up our foot in that way, we're still going to just hold that ankle steady, and we're going to twist the top and the mid portion of the foot in both directions. So I'm twisting away from the floor with the sole of the foot and toward the floor with the sole of the foot, and away and toward. This is a really important motion for the foot. This is something the foot does thousands of times a day, is twist. Now we're going to add to that by bringing the heel to the party. You're going to take your same hand as foot, take it to the heel. You're going to twist your heel away from the toes. So they're twisting in opposite directions, and then back, wringing out the foot, wringing out anything we don't need, letting all that go. And this will be our last one. And you can release your foot to neutral, release your fingers from between your toes. Now brush across the top of your ankle a few times. And our last adventure will be spiraling our toes. So for this, you're going to take your 2 fingers and your thumb, and you're going to lengthen your toe and then twist it toward the outside of the foot. Spiral it toward the outside of the foot. So you're lengthening and spiraling. Lengthen and spiral. This really wakes up the outside of your foot as well as your toes. And then we'll come to the 4th toe and do the same thing. Lengthen and spiral. About 5 times. You know, this is something you can do while you're watching TV. Just lengthening your toes. Now we're at the 3rd toe. When we get to the 2nd toe, we're going to change this routine. Lengthen and twist. Now with the 2nd toe, we are only going to lengthen, and that is because of its relationship to our arch. And we don't want to do anything that would impact our arch in a negative way. So we're just going to lengthen this toe. And now when it comes to the great toe, I'm going to turn my hand over and use 3 fingers. I'm going to lengthen and rotate toward the arch. And again, this will help with the integrity of the arch, as well as does wonderful things for your toe. We are now done on this side. So for our last brush, I like to brush over the ankle, around the tips of the toes and back to the heel. I'm encouraging the top of my foot and my ankle to be open and my toes to be long, and I'm encouraging my arch to draw back toward the heel, which is how that very fabulous mechanism works. Last little bit of love for my foot, I'm going to hold it between both hands. Take a nice breath in and out. And thank my foot for all the adventures it's given me in the past and all the adventures it will give me in the future. And now we will come to the opposite foot. I'm going to get just a tiny amount of lotion, oil in my case. It's the same sesame oil I use for my massage. I'm going to warm that. And I'm going to wake up my foot with gentle circular motions, making sure that I rub to the inside of the arch and the outside of the foot. Doesn't matter which direction we're going now. Because as we come to the center, we're going to go back the opposite direction. Waking up all the nerves in our feet. Waking up the nerves in our hands as well. Now bring your hand to the center. And we'll start by pointing and flexing, just focusing on the movement at the ankle, letting the foot kind of respond as it does. Waking up our ankle and the top of our foot. And bring your foot to neutral, and you can brush across the top, out the toes. This motion encourages your brain. It tells your brain, oh, my foot is supposed to be very long. My ankle is supposed to be open. Now we'll come into our dancer's point and flex. So point through the ball of the foot, through the toes, flex the toes, and flex the foot. Extend through the ball of the foot and the toes. Flex and flex. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. Take 2 more rounds with your nice, smooth breath. And after this next flex, you can relax your foot in neutral, brush. And we'll start our ankle rotations. Either direction works because we will go both directions, about 5 rotations in each direction. Or thereabouts, you'll know that your ankle will feel open. Bringing your foot to the center, opposite direction, nice, smooth, complete ankle rotation. Waking up your calf muscles and the muscles in your shin as well. I love things that do two things at once. You can bring your foot to the center. A few more brushes. Now we'll interlace our fingers and toes. I like to start at my little toe because then I have everything organized. You're going to stabilize that ankle with your same hand as foot and flex the toes and extend them. Nice little traction right at the ball of the foot, right at the base of the toes. Now relax your feet and come back to center, and then we'll rotate just the upper part of the foot and the midfoot, holding the ankle and heel steady. This is a pretty firm motion, but I'm certainly not trying to twist my foot off. So again, never want to cause pain or injury, just increasing our mobility. Now we're going to take the same hand as foot and take the heel, and we're going to twist the heel and the toes in opposite direction. So the heel and the mid and upper foot are all being stimulated in opposite directions so that we can climb mountains, walk on uneven surfaces, and not fall over. Or sprain our ankle. And now, last but never least, we're going to lengthen and twist our toes from the base all the way out. Lengthen and rotate to the outside of the foot. And now moving to the third toe, lengthen and rotate. Lengthen and rotate. And I believe this is the third toe. I think that other toe was the fourth toe, but don't quote. Now remember, when we get to the second toe, we are just lengthening. Lengthen. And we're going to rotate the large toe to the arch of the foot. So we're stimulating the inside of our foot as well. And I'm going to take one more. And now we're going to do our brush over the top and around to the heel. Over. Really touch the tips of the toes and then draw back. Nice full stimulation for the foot and the brain. And one more. Then we're going to place our feet between our hands. And we're going to send that foot gratitude, thanks, for all of its faithful service in the past. And for all the amazing things it's going to do for us in the future. And I'll see you next time.